All right, guys, mobility. Sorry, we're only 1 minute late. Oh, 2 minutes. God, my phone just changed. Okay, we're good. We'll still get tons of good stuff in. So start with, we have some towels that we like to call mats over here. And I have my lovely assistant again today. All right, so we're going through some basics and then we're gonna do some vision stuff because I know you guys love vision. So start balancing on the left foot. This is like the easiest, kind of most common thing we do. Go right toe forward, right toe back. So go toe forward, toe back, go through 10 on each side, 10 in each direction rather. All the weight is on that balancing leg. Imagine that free leg is just tapping forward, tapping back. You're not putting any weight into that foot, and you're working on leaning away from where you're sending the foot. So 10 of those. Before you switch sides, you're going to close the eyes and do 5 each way of the exact same thing. So half of the reps and without vision. Does that make sense? 10 each way, eyes open, 5 each way, eyes closed. That should be a lot more challenging. And then you'll switch legs. So same thing on the other side. Whenever you're ready, you done? Your eyes are still closed, you move on. 10 on the other side, forward to back. Don't worry about speed. You're just trying to get kind of a comfy rhythm down where you feel like you can send that foot way in front of you and still maintain balance. So 10 with the eyes open each way, 5 with the eyes closed each way. Why is it so much harder? All right. Okay, so from there, super wide stance for the feet. Sink down. This mat's towel is kind of slippery. Bend one knee. So you're just sinking all the weight down into that one side. We're just going to pick up the foot and move it forward. Pick up the foot and move it back. So just working on this really quick reflex for the hip flexor. 10 forward to back. So you're actually picking up that foot 20 times. As much as you can, make sure the foot is flat. So it should just feel like this, kind of like dead leg stomp. We're trying to have the calf check out. So we're so used to just rolling up off the toe. Same thing on the other side whenever you're ready. So just bend that fresh leg, sink down, 10 forward to back with that flat foot. Toe and heel leave at the same time. So check that you're not letting yourself roll up off the toe. Tell the calf to just check out. It does enough work all day when you're running. Nice job. All right, from there, you're going the feet together. One arm, let's go left hand reaches around to the right ankle. Eyes stay down and right hand reaches up. Come all the way up and out of that and then switch. Right hand goes around the ankle. Keep the eyes facing down at the ground. 5 on each side. You should feel like that little grab with the hand can give you just a little bit of pull. 5 each way, 10 total. And when you're done there, we'll go back to that balance vision drill. It's already a little hot in here. All right, so next up, balance on the left leg. So we've done that forward to back reach. Now you're gonna do side to side. So right toe goes out to the right, and then right foot crosses over. So I'm still moving the upper half of the body away from where I'm sending that leg. 10 each way with vision. 5 each way with the eyes closed. So why do we do vision drills? This is like anti-vision drills. It's like taking away vision drills. We do sometimes like change where we're looking. Eyes closed, 5 each way, if you're not already there. This one is easier, and I think it's that the body has the chance, the free moving leg has the chance to like check in with the balancing leg when it crosses over, so it just feels a little more secure. The third one is the wobbliest, but we're not there yet, so don't worry about it. 10 each way. So notice when your eyes are closed, you can kind of connect easier with where the weight is in your foot. You'll notice little noises around the room. 10 each way, eyes open. 5 each way, eyes closed. Think about where the weight is on the foot. It should be just even, not supinated, not pronated, not towards the heel, not heavy on the toe. Nice job. All right, when you're done with those, back to that super wide stance for the feet. Sink all the weight down to one side. Rather than going forward to back with one of the legs, you're just going out and back in. Out wide, back in as close as you can get that leg. If you can bring that foot in closer than directly underneath the hip, you get bonus points. I don't know who's dishing them out or how you can turn them back in, but you'll know. 10 each way, 20 total. Again, that flat foot. So it's making the hip do all the work, telling the calf to just check out. Same thing on the other side whenever you're ready. Notice that one leg is staying very straight. See if you can bring that foot in closer than where the hip is. It just makes you feel a little wobblier. The leg's not used to having to pull in past neutral. 10 each way or 20 total. And this time we'll go neutral stance for the feet whenever you're ready. Neutral stance is going to be about at shoulder width apart. Bend the knees, eyes stay down, rotation. Use that hand to pull, almost like you're trying to get the shoulder closer to the knee. Come back up and out of it. Bend the knees, twist. So from the side, you're here. It's a squat. I'm sinking the hips back down. And you should feel like it stretches through the lat, through the upper oblique. 5 each way, eyes stay down on the ground. So you're getting that big rotation. We'll take eyes to the ceiling next time. All right, so we'll go through those again. I told you this one would be the wobbliest. That is the case. Balance on the left foot. Right foot is going to be what you lead forward and what you lead back. It's important that you take the hip with the toe. So when I take the right toe back, I take the right hip with me. When I take the right hip forward, I take the right hip with me. So they're pointing to the right, and then they're pointing to the left. So if you had little laser beams coming out of your hips, they would completely change direction from east to west. And then 5 with the eyes closed. This one feels much harder for me. And apparently Jason, judging by the sound effects. 5 each way with the eyes closed. It's the same reason why we, same thing on the other side. 10 with the eyes open, 10 with the eyes closed. It's why you close your eyes in a dark room. Have you heard that? To help you find your way around, because by closing your eyes, you heighten all your other senses. Do you do that in a dark room? Close your eyes? Nobody else does that. Just me. Not just me. Apparently that's the thing. And then 5 with your eyes closed each way. I'm not really counting. It's always 10-ish, 5-ish. Put an ish behind every number I give you. Don't get too stressed out about being completely equal. Nice job. All right, for that last round, you're gonna go back to that super wide stance whenever you're ready. Sink all the way down to one side. This looks like a bad dance move. Your toes going in, toes going out. Toe in, toe out. Check that the hip's not going with the leg. So you can kind of keep your pointer fingers on that pelvis and notice it's not moving. The femur is moving up in that inside of the pelvis, but the pelvis is really pretty checked out. 10 each way, same thing on the other side. Straighten out the right leg, then the left, or whatever leg you were on. Flat foot toe in, flat foot toe out. 10 each way, picking up the foot 20 times. All right, from there, back to those stretches, the hinge over stretches. Feet are parallel again. This time, if I'm gonna go down to the right side, I'm gonna take the eyes up, right fingertips point to the ceiling, eyes go with it, come all the way back up. Switch sides, eyes go up. It's like a half squat. The knees are bending, the chest is dropping way down over the legs. 5 each way, 10 total, and then we're done with the sequence. We can move on a bit. All right. From there, moving into a plank because we do plank every week. Okay, you just need a little bit of space so that you can fit yourself on the ground. So I always go into plank, just feet together, chin to the chest, mostly because it feels really good stretching the lower back, and then roll down super slowly. Walk the hands out to plank. All right, so from here, you're going right toe in, left toe in, and my heels are staying way up off the ground. Right toe out, left toe out. So go through 6 of those, always leading with the left side. 6 of those, always leading with the right side. Just these little like marches up, marches back down. This shouldn't feel too bad. It just kind of wears out the arms a bit. Same thing on that other leg. Whenever you're ready, you'll lead both with the same leg leads forward, the same leg leads back. From there, you'll just go walk the hands back so that the knees are straight underneath the hips. And you're just doing this rotation. Twist, let that knee tap down to the ground. Twist, tap, twist, tap. And go through 10 each way. So shoulders are even. The only place that's moving is the middle of the back. You're like a toy doll where you're just twisting it right at the core. And really the distance between the right knee and the left knee is staying the same the whole time. 10 each way. From there, you'll put the knees down and you can put the tops of the feet down and come up to vertical spine. From here, go right foot forward, left hand goes back up and over the head, drive the hip forward, bring that right knee back down to the mat. Go through 6 on that same side, sorry. Almost caught you. 6 on the same side, eyes up, reach. So if my right foot's going forward, my left hand's reaching up, stretch. 6. I don't know why I have a tendency to grab my core as if I'm gonna like stretch it so much that I'm just gonna pop and I need my hand there to catch it. Same thing on the other side whenever you're ready. Fresh foot goes forward. Right arm will go overhead if it's a left foot going forward. It should feel like a really, really great stretch through the side that you're leaving back behind. So like my right leg staying back, so my right hip, right obliques getting stretched. And if it feels really good in that far stretch, you can hold that for half a second, but don't get stuck in it. The idea is to move into the stretch, come back. Move into the stretch, come back. All right, from there, you're going back to your plank. We'll go through those again. You'll start to see a pattern. Hands down, back under your plank. All right, this time you're going right foot out, right foot in, left foot in, right foot out, left foot out, right foot in, left foot in. Go through 6 of those. And notice when you pick up like the right foot, more weight goes into the right hand, but when you swing it out wide, more weight shifts to the left hand because now your body has to figure out a way to like counter that. 6 with the other side, so it'll be just the same. You'll just be leading with the left leg for the out and the left leg for the in. All right, 6 of those each way, and then walk the hands back until the knees are directly underneath the hips. So you're in this like bent knee plank. This time twist and see if you can get the hip down to the ground. Back to neutral pause. Twist, see if you can get the hip down to the ground. Back to neutral pause. Try to go 10 each way. It should feel that this like half push up because the elbows have to bend and then your chest has to fire to pull you back up to neutral. So although it's a big effort and a big stretch for the back, shoulders should feel tired to a degree after this. 10 each way. We got a lot of them. It gets even fancier in the next round, so just get ready. We'll keep getting fancier and fancier. All right, from there, drop onto the knees. I need a little more cushion. Got these bony knees. There we go. All right, this time, pick up the right knee, step forward, but now I'm bringing the left hand over the head to the side. So last time, You did this, the fingertips led you back. This time it's like the biceps come into the ear and you're just leaning over as far as you can, back to the same side. So 6 on the same side, with the idea being that we're just going right back to it so you guys get right back into that stretch and get a little bit further each round. Doesn't bother your knees?
No. Strong like bull.
What are your kneecaps?
Everywhere.
6 on one side, 6 on the other side. This should feel good. It's about just like really good feeling movement. So if any of it hurts, figure something out. If it is too much to keep taking that knee back down, you can just sit here and go into these forward shifts with a big side lean. You don't have to put the knee back down. If it's too much for that other leg or for the hip. Mini adjustments. All right. Third round, back to your plank. So hands go back down. You're back onto straight legs. All right, this time, rather than just bringing the feet right underneath you, you're coming wide, stay up on the toes so my heels are not down. Right foot goes back, left foot goes back. Wide. So for 6, lead with that same side every time. So you can keep the heels up. It should actually be easier to keep the heels up. A lot of times that big, wide groiner stretch, people have a problem putting the heel down. 6, always leading with one side. 6, always leading with the other side. Easy transition. And I told you those little rotations are going to get fancier. They will. All right, you're going to walk the hands back until the knees are directly underneath the hips. So you have this 90-degree bend in the knees. This time, if I twist right, I'm just going to take my lower leg, my left leg, and just extend it. So I'm just kicking that leg out. Come back to neutral pause. Rotation, pause. Extend that bottom leg. Bring it back in. Rotation, pause. Twist, extend. Bring it back in, twist. Twist, extend. Bring it back in, twist. Just make sure there's like a pause, a reset. So this should feel less difficult for the shoulders because now you're kind of just relying on the skeleton. You can like basically lock the arms out. Don't really lock them out, but you can rely on the skeleton to hold you up versus those push-ups we were doing earlier. But now it should feel like a lot more effort for the obliques because when I twist, something's got to pick this leg up and it's going to be all of this. 10 each way, 20 total.
I'm at 16.
I was like, I don't feel like you did 20. 20 total. I don't know how many I've done. I'm just going to keep going. All right. When you're done there, knees down. Nice work. All right, this time, continuing that rotational kind of movement, you're going to take the right foot out. So every time we've been doing these, that foot's been going forward or out a little bit wider. But now you're going to land with the toe turned out. So from the front, it looks like this. Toe out. And I'm going to twist like I'm trying to get that opposite elbow to the knee. Come back to neutral. Wide step twist, elbow to the knee, back to neutral. Make sense? Rotations should feel good. It has the most stretch with kind of like the least amount of effort. That frontal plane's hard because the obliques have so much responsibility. Twist. 6. And then same thing on the other side. 6. Ooh. Should feel like it's just enough that like, okay, by the 6th one, maybe you're getting further and further into the stretch, but you're not too fatigued. All right. When you're done there, we're gonna go back to those half plank rotations. So we're kind of jumping back into just the middle of the round. And we're gonna go through a fourth round of that one, but of nothing else. So hands go back down, plant the balls of the feet down and the toes, and pick up the knees. So this is the one that feels really good. So pick up the left foot and rotate on that right foot. Plant the left foot down. Does that make sense? So I just picked up the left foot and I twisted to the right. So then take the arm up and over the head, stretch, open up the back. All of this should feel good. And then unwind that and come back through. Go through 5 on each side, 10 total. Take your time. It should feel really good. We have plenty of time left for glutes and abs. It should feel like a big stretch through the lower abs, through the hip flexor, and it looks a little bit like a breakdancing move in case you ever find yourself in a breakdancing battle. You can always at least whip this one out. Five each way, 10 total. This is really good stability for the shoulder. As runners, we focus a lot on hips and back, but not as much on shoulders. So it's a good one to incorporate the upper half of the body. And when you're ready, lay down. Okay. So starting with the left foot flat and the right leg straight out. We've done these before. We're going to do 2 things on one side and then 2 things on another. When you push through the left leg, also raise the right leg up. When you drop the hips, drop the leg. So the leg and hips go up at the same time. Leg and hips go down at the same time. 10 of these, not a super high number because we have 2 things. Press through the heel, so you should feel like you could pick the rest of that foot up. The rest of the foot is not really participating. It's all glute and hamstring. And if you could pinpoint where you feel it, should be like right where those 2 intersect. At the end of that, hold up at the top and just lift and lower the hips. Go through 10. And then do the same 2 things on the other side. Fresh leg. That leg should feel tired. Switch legs. So if you were doing your right leg, now you're on your left leg. Now you're on your right. Right foot is down, left foot is straight. I raise the leg when I press the hips up. I drop the leg when I drop the hips. Hands can be anywhere. Some people like them next to them. Some people like them up off the ground. Put them back behind your head if you want. They're not really participating, so you can do whatever you want to do. You make shadow puppets. Do we have enough light for shadow puppets? 10. Are you trying to make shadow puppets? 10 lifts. Not enough light. I can see my foot.
It's my alligator.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a brontosaurus.
All right, from there, go knees tucked in. This is probably my favorite stretch / abs. Arms straight out to the side. And just let the lower half of the body fold over and flop down.
Hi.
I didn't plan this well. And then exhale, move them to the other side. Go 5 each way. Rotation. Rotation. Much better. It should feel good on the back. Just generally the weight of your lower half of your body pressing into the back can kind of massage just those lower back, upper pelvis. 5 each way. This shouldn't feel that demanding. We'll keep making this like a little bit harder. All right, from there, go back to glutes and hamstrings, left foot down, right leg out. This time we're gonna do the same leg lift, but we're gonna ask the hamstring to do this isometric hold. So raise the hips up and hang out here. From here, this right leg is going up, back down, up, back down. There's nothing nothing supporting the hips other than just that hamstring. So 10 straight leg. And if you do them kind of quick, it's more effective because you'll feel that hamstring really has to fire to keep you stable, to keep you from dropping down. And then we'll do a hip raise where that right leg stays straight out. Drop the hips, raise the hips, drop the hips, raise the hips. 10. Those should feel harder. just because weight is further away from where the point where you're pushing it down. So you're not able to just stack the weight of that leg over the hips. So it feels harder. Yeah, you're doing it right. Switch sides. Right foot is down, left foot is out. Raise the hips up and hold. And then you're just doing these like, I don't know, chopping moves with that straight leg. Again, you should feel like you can lift up the toes, the ball of the foot on that right side. 10. And then you're gonna hold that leg straight out. 10 hip lifts up and back down. And you can go quickly through those as long as you're still hitting that highest range of motion that you can, and you're coming all the way back down to the mat. So 10 hip raises, and then we'll go back to that knee tuck. So last time we had the knees tucked and the heels were very close to the glutes. This time, imagine you just have to open up the legs so that this is a 90-degree angle. Keep the legs pre-positioned like this. Arms go out to the side, and now you're just folding over to the side. Fold over to the other side. 5 each way. And just by extending those legs, it should feel like more effort for the obliques. So when I put my feet over to the left, my right oblique has to fire to pull me over to the other side. Don't do it. Chop. 5 each way, 10 total. And then we'll go through that one more time and you're done. All right. Okay, so now you're gonna start with the knee tucked in and the hips on the ground. When you raise up the leg, extend the leg. When you raise up the hip, sorry, you extend the leg, drop the hip, spin the knee. Extend, press, back down. Extend, press, back down. Go through 10. And then you're gonna go through 10 where you're just holding the hips up and you're doing the same thing for the leg. So the free leg is not ever really changing what it's doing. After you've done those 10, hold the hips up and you're just extending and tucking that other leg. Last time we're doing anything for this thing called the hamstring. 10, what?
What?
To go?
You're warm, not warm.
I have a warm and a warning. Same thing on the other side. Start with the knee tucked in, extend, back in. Only one thing after this. Extend when the hips go up, drop, pull the knee into the chest when the hips come down. You're like a machine, like one thing's going out, one thing's going down. 10. I promise you'll be done in 30 seconds. I know you have places to go, people to see. All right, and then hold the hips up, knee tuck, extend, knee tuck, extend. We got started like a minute late, so in all fairness.
Yeah.
Give you exactly 30 minutes. All right, then arms go to the side. First round was knees tucked, second round was knees bent. This time legs mostly straight. You don't have to lock them out, but mostly straight, thank you. Roll over to one side. Give the ground all the weight of the leg so that the oblique has to fire to pull you back up to the other side. 5 each way, promise is the last thing. If you can keep both arms down, that's better. Normally we do more abs. This is just like you did a plank to hit the abs and you did these weird rotations to hit the obliques. 5 each way, 10 total. And that's it. On my way, oh, just changed to 601. I'm a minute late. But we did it. He's still going. Bonus points. Nice job, guys. Good to see everybody. Well done. You're more mobile for having joined. See you next week.